Shortly, the Chancellor, the Honourable Michael Egan AO, and the academic procession will enter the graduation hall. Once they've taken their positions on stage, Advance Australia Fair will be played, and we ask that you join in the singing of the national anthem. Would you please stand for the academic procession?
Please be seated. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to invite Chris Tobin, representative of the Darug people, to offer the traditional welcome to country.
Thank you. Warami Midiga Nalawa. Hello and welcome to the lands of the Walla Medical. I belong to one of the local Aboriginal families of the Darug people, the traditional custodians over this part of the country. I wish to firstly acknowledge the country and its people, but to thank the university first off for the acknowledgement of us and the invitation to welcome you here this afternoon. That acknowledgement is important for our people and much appreciated. My family in fact descend from Yarramundi, a respected elder and cleverman of the Burrabrongal clan during the early years of colonisation. He saw that our survival in this new world could best be secured if we could learn more about it. And so he enrolled his daughter, Bulungari, or Maria, into the Native Institute, a school set up in 1815 by Governor Macquarie, offering formal education to Aboriginal children. Maria studied there for several years and used her newly acquired skills to lobby and ultimately secure some land for herself and her family out along the Richmond Road. Other Aboriginal families soon joined them, and it became known as the Blackstown, where the present-day city of Blacktown gets its name. We are very proud of her, as I'm sure your families are of you here today. And with good reason. Your success is our success, your advancement, our advancement. Now that was probably better understood in traditional times when camps were smaller and clan groups abided by strict sharing laws, which meant that the food that you caught and brought back was distributed throughout the rest of the camp. Your skills and good fortune were thus enjoyed by all. Your efforts literally nourished the rest of the community, and you in turn were looked after by them. Yes, we can live quite beautifully when we work together. Our Aboriginal ancestors certainly lived well in many respects, and I use occasions like this to invite you to, or to offer them to you as a model or a benchmark on how good to expect our lives today. You see, when Captain Cook arrived here a little over 200 years ago, the people he encountered he described as one of the happiest people he had ever met. They owned nothing, he wrote, but the tools they carried. They made their shelters from the bark of trees without cutting them down, and harvested food from the earth without excessive tilling or clearing. Now, these were not primitive societies, but ancient cultures. There was no slavery, no rich and poor, no rents or mortgages, no jails, and no homelessness. People cooperated to collect the resources which were needed, and then they were shared out according to strict Aboriginal law. Our lands were maintained in their natural state with fire and responsible harvesting. Our rivers and waterways kept clean and unpolluted, with people drinking out of them as they have done here for the past 20,000 years. So remember, this is not a dream or an ideal. This is normal life, and has been for the longest time, and not too long ago. And there is no reason why we should expect less for ourselves and our children than what our ancestors enjoyed. Admittedly, there's a lot more of us, but we're clever people, and there's still much magic in the world, I believe. So graduates, I would say expect great and wonderful things from your life. Life is normally good, and we are naturally happy people. I would say to share your gifts with the rest of us and keep following that beautiful spirit within you that got you this far. Do this, and I'm confident that together we can put together a country and a future that we can be proud of, and one that is worthy of our children. We can all do our bit. I'll do mine by winding up and letting you graduate. I just want to say congratulations to all of you and all the best in our collective futures. Thank you, and welcome to country.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm pleased to introduce the Chancellor of Macquarie University, the Honourable Michael Egan, AO.
Thank you, Chris Tobin, for your welcome to country. Well, graduands, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, first I want to thank all of you for coming. A graduation ceremony is a very important celebration of achievement. The achievements, of course, of our graduands, but I might say also of the university. So it's very good that you're here, and I'm very grateful that you are. I also want especially to thank those of you who have brought children with you, and I see there are a number of children at the back and even a couple of babes in arms, and they're most welcome. It's very good for children that they're here because their memories of today and of the importance of today may one day be the thing that inspires them to emulate the successes of today's graduands. And their presence is also good for us because every celebration is enhanced by the presence of children. Now, unless children have changed enormously since I was a child, very few of them, particularly the little ones, will be able to stay quiet or still for the duration of a graduation ceremony. And I don't expect them to, and I don't want them to, and I particularly don't want parents to worry if they don't. They are most welcome, and please let them run around and make as much commotion as they like. Now, the most important thing today is that our graduands have a great day. I hope that this will be a very happy occasion for all of you, but you will only enjoy the day if you all relax. Some of you look very relaxed, but some look so nervous that you think you're about to go into the exam room rather than collect your degree. Nothing can go wrong today, believe me. Well, that's not quite true. Occasionally people come up here and trip. That's fine. That's what all these highly paid people are here for. They're here to pick you up and send you on your way. The other thing, of course, is this thing often falls off. That's okay. We can pick that up and plonk that back on your head too. So just sit back, relax, and enjoy the day, because you deserve to. You deserve to take pride, great pride, in your graduation. Completing a degree is never easy. You need an intelligent and inquiring mind. You need determination and perseverance, and you need to make many sacrifices. So welcome and congratulations to each and every one of you. I also want to congratulate all of you who are here today as the guests of our graduands, because if you think about it, the very fact that you're here, the fact that you've been invited by one of our graduands to share one of the great days of their lives is proof positive that you've been very important in their lives and in the successes that we celebrate today. And I don't want you to think either that observing today's graduation is the end of your role. I have another important service for you to perform for our newest graduates, as they will soon become. I want you to make sure that the degrees they receive today are never ever put in a bottom drawer, but are always proudly displayed in a position of prominence. In other words, if our graduands are too self-effacing to proclaim their own success, you make sure that you do it for them. Now, the ceremony that we're about to participate in is one of the world's oldest social rituals. For centuries, graduates have been donning robes just like the ones our graduands are wearing today, and participating in ceremonies just like this one. Indeed, there are some 50 universities in the world which can trace their history back more than 500 years. Now, obviously, Macquarie is not one of them. We're a relatively young university. We celebrated our 50th anniversary only 4 years ago. We proudly take our name from Australia's greatest colonial governor, Governor Lachlan Macquarie, a man whose greatness and achievements were never acknowledged by his contemporaries, but only by history. Those of us who went to school in New South Wales were taught that Macquarie was a great builder. Indeed he was. But his greatest legacy had nothing to do with bricks and mortar. His greatest legacy was the ethos he established, much to the annoyance of the British authorities at the time, of an egalitarian society. Because it was Macquarie's insistence that in this fledgling convict colony there be no distinction between the free and the freed that was the foundation of the Australian nation of a fair go for all. And that is a legacy that here at Macquarie we will always aim to maintain and honour. After our first 54 years, we now have more than 184,000 Macquarie graduates living in 142 countries. Macquarie is a very modern and outward-looking university. We're now ranked in the top 2% of the world's universities. From our beginnings, we have defied the traditional boundaries of academia. We have pioneered and continue to pioneer learning and teaching approaches that challenge conventions and shift thinking. Our students play a major role in their own learning and are empowered to guide what and how they learn. We're also research pioneers. Our framework for the future, world-leading research with world-changing impact is brought to life by renowned researchers whose bold and innovative solutions to issues of global significance are of enormous benefit to the world we live in. And that, by the way, is not an idle boast. I'm sure almost everyone in this room today at some stages makes use of Wi-Fi. Now, it may surprise you to know that Wi-Fi was not developed at Oxford University or Cambridge or Harvard or Sydney University or the ANU. No, Wi-Fi was developed by Macquarie University scientists in conjunction with scientists from the CSIRO. So we're very proud of that. And the research that is currently underway at Macquarie is no less significant. I'm sure all of you will be aware of the very recent death of Professor Stephen Hawking, a brilliant scientist and a marvellous and inspiring man. The disease he fought almost all of his life was motor neurone disease, and I'm very proud to say that our Faculty of Medicine and Health Sciences is at the forefront. In fact, I think it's fair to say we are the Australian leader in helping to find a cure for that dreadful disease. And believe it or not, some of our researchers are even working on an innovation that will prevent shark attacks on surfers, which I'm sure is good news to all of the young people riding their surfboards up and down the coast. In fact, we have countless research projects underway, all of which have enormous potential to add to the world's knowledge and well-being. We're also proud of some of our new or relatively new facilities, including our Australian Hearing Hub, our library and our hospital. Now, that's not to say that all of our facilities are first-rate. Some, quite obviously, are not. And that's why when you arrived here today, you may have thought for a moment that you were visiting a war zone. The big hole in the ground just out the back there is the site of our new central courtyard, which will house new food and beverage facilities, other social and study areas, as well as on-campus student accommodation. A little further away, our arts faculty building, one of our oldest, has been completely gutted and will be replaced by a new arts precinct, which will also include new spaces for our superb museums and galleries. So we're looking forward and we're on the move. Here at Macquarie, we have a very clear and straightforward mission, and that mission is to transform people's lives and to improve the lives not just of our own students, but also of people all around the globe by the work and achievements of our graduates and by the fruit of our research. We want Macquarie always to be a leader in teaching and learning and a leader in the accumulation of knowledge and understanding. In other words, an ideal community of scholars. And graduands, in just a few minutes, it will be my very great honour to confer your degrees upon you and welcome you as lifelong members of that community of scholars we proudly call Macquarie University. Well now, graduates and ladies and gentlemen, graduands I should say, and ladies and gentlemen, it's now my great pleasure to introduce our occasional speaker, Mr. Anthony Passe de Silva. Anthony completed his Bachelor of Economics degree with first-class honours and a Bachelor of Applied Finance at Macquarie University in 2007. Anthony's career in the past 10 years has been in two parts. The first part commenced straight out of university as an equity research analyst at JP Morgan. During this time, he rose to the level of sector lead analyst covering the ASX-listed engineering, construction, development and mining services sector. However, after gaining a corporate finance and advisory skill set, he has set off on the second part of his career to date as a corporate strategy and finance professional. This has involved working inside two of the largest financial services groups in the Asia-Pacific region. Despite all these things, since finishing his degree, Anthony has sought out other opportunities to use his skills in the community, including serving at his local church. He has also taken the opportunity to lecture once a semester at Macquarie across a number of corporate finance courses and continues to look for ways to give back to the university that has given him so much. I now invite Anthony to deliver the occasional address. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Anthony Passe de Silva.
Chancellor, the Honourable Michael Egan, Presiding Officer, members of faculty, staff, graduates, their family and friends. I also wish to take this opportunity to acknowledge the traditional custodians of the Macquarie University land, the Wattamadigal clan of the Darug Nation, whose cultures and customs have nurtured and continue to nurture this land since the dream time. We pay our respects to elders past, present and future. Congratulations, graduates. I reiterate what the Chancellor says. Please enjoy yourselves today. This is a fantastic achievement that you have reached to today. But also acknowledge that it's a particular privilege for you to be a part of the very small fraction of society, not just in Australia, but throughout the world, who not only just get an education, but that you've also secured a tertiary university qualification. I was reminded myself before today's graduation that my own father spent half of his secondary education without any mathematics because of what happened in the country that he came from. Yet he was the first member of his broader family to secure a qualification at tertiary level. And I'm very proud that myself and my siblings have been able to follow in his footsteps and secure qualifications ourselves because of the hard work that he put in for us. So please take the time to acknowledge your own achievement, but also the privilege that you have in being able to achieve what you have done. Again, remember today is a celebration. Recognise the hard work that you have put in over many years, the blood, sweat and tears, the many late nights and early mornings, the exams, the assessments, but also the fun that you've had while you've been studying. But also take the time to thank those who are here today, who are joining you as guests, but also the many people, family, friends and staff who are not here today who have also helped you to get to this point. They deserve much credit and much thanks for what they have done for you. So please take the time to thank them for that. As mentioned, it's been a bit over 10 years since I finished my studies at Macquarie, and I don't wish my speech to be of any merit when you remember your time at this graduation today, but I hope to leave you with a few things to think about as you graduate today and as you move into the next phase of life. The first thing I want to remind you today is that you haven't acquired information. Your certification doesn't say that you have picked up information over a number of years. What you have acquired are skills. These skills allow you to turn information into knowledge. Remember that information is very easily sourced, and particularly in this information age, even more easily sourced. However, skills are much harder to get, much harder to refine, and much harder to use and develop over time. And it is with those skills that you turn information into knowledge. What's therefore even more important is that as more information comes through, and as more ways in which people try to provide information through various technology means, that you need to use your skills, adapt your skills, and grow your skills so that you can grow the knowledge base that you have and then share it. This will allow you to do things that those who don't have the privilege of the education you've received to do. It will enhance your life, and it will protect you in an uncertain environment, and it will help you to protect those that you love around you. I'll also reiterate what the Chancellor has just said. Remember today that you have acquired a qualification, and know that it means that you are good at something. Remember that you are good at what you do and use it. But also remember that there are things that you are not good at, and find people who are. Please combine humility with confidence so that as long as you do not become full of ego, you will seek the ways to serve those around you and help those around you so that we can all benefit. But also remember that sometimes you will get something wrong, no matter how good you think you are. And remember that other people will have perspectives different from your own, and often they'll be right. Acknowledge it, learn from it, grow from it, and change because of it. Remember that you may have right answers, but again, remember you're not the only right answer, and that there are many perspectives from that outcome to achieve the best outcome. Even amongst this group here, there are 4 who will be walking away today with qualifications the same as mine, so I know what you're good at, but that means there are 160 that I don't. But I know that each one of you have something different from what I do, and different from everybody else in this room, and different from everybody outside of this room. It is only when we can bring these many perspectives, skills, and knowledge together that we can deliver the best outcome possible. So have the confidence to know what you are good at, and have the humility to know what you're not, and ask for help, because that will make you better at what you do. And understand that just by securing these new skills does not mean that the path ahead will be smooth. Again, you have people around you who love you, and you have people around you who have very different skills to your own. So when life does become corrugated, rely upon them. Ask them for help, have the humility to know that they can help you, and know that you will get through those difficult times. And finally, may I encourage you to pay back for the opportunity that you have received. You might have paid the financial cost in part or in full, or you might be paying that over time out of your taxes. But there's every likelihood that what you have gained here, you will get greater value from than just the financial cost that it has incurred. It means that you are more likely to earn not just above average wages in Australia, but you will be vastly benefited compared to almost anybody else in the whole world. Please use the privilege that you have for the best of those around you and in the wider community. Take the opportunity to teach others what you have learned. Take the opportunity to grow together. And take the opportunity to give back not just to this university, but to the wider community, because you have received a great honour today and you have received a great privilege in your studies. Congratulations again on this graduation day. Please enjoy this day. Please take the time to thank those who have helped you to get here. And please have the confidence to know that you have equipped yourselves with many great skills for the next steps on your life's journey. Congratulations.
Well, thank you, Anthony, for an excellent occasional address and some very good advice. And graduands, do remember that you won't always get things right. You will make mistakes, you will get things wrong, and that's part of life and it's part of learning from life. So don't ever be defeated when you realise that you have got something wrong. Rectify it, learn from it, and get on with things. I think Anthony deserves another great round of applause. Now, we now come to the central part of the ceremony, the reason we're here, and that's the conferring of degrees. And I mentioned earlier that there's nothing, absolutely nothing for our graduands to be worried about or nervous about today, but I must confess that this is the one part of the ceremony that makes me just a trifle nervous, because I was told many years ago by one of the most eminent legal brains in the country that if I ever conferred a degree on someone who was not eligible to receive it, there was not much I could do to get it back. So I have to make certain, absolutely certain, that each and every one of you are qualified to graduate today, and that none of you were ever late in submitting an assignment, and that none of you ever skipped a class. I'm going to call upon the registrar to give me those assurances. Gail.
Chancellor, I certify that all of the candidates being presented here today and those who are absent have satisfied the requirements of the Academic Senate for the degrees they are to be awarded. Would all candidates for admission to degrees please stand?
That's you. Yep. Graduands, in the name of the Council of Macquarie University and by my authority as Chancellor, I admit each of you present and those who are absent to the degrees for which you have qualified. Graduates, congratulations.
Please be seated. Chancellor, the graduates at this ceremony are from the Faculty of Business and Economics, and I call on Professor Stephen Brammer, Executive Dean of the Faculty of Business and Economics, to present the graduates. Professor Brammer.
Chancellor, the graduates of this ceremony are from the Faculty of Business and Economics. The Faculty of Business and Economics is the largest faculty at Macquarie University and one of the largest in Australia. It includes the departments of Accounting and Corporate Governance, Applied Finance and Actuarial Studies, Economics, and Marketing and Management, as well as the Macquarie Graduate School of Management. We're an applied, engaged, and global business school. Our role is to create knowledge through applied research in the areas of marketing, management, finance, economics, actuarial studies, and accounting. Working with our academic and corporate partners, students and alumni, we create and share research that addresses business and societal challenges. Our programs are innovative and include engagement with industry as well as the development of employability skills. The skills developed are in demand globally. Our programs are recognised and accredited by key industry bodies, and we enjoy a strong reputation among the business and professional communities. Our graduates have starting salaries well above the average for all Australian business schools. These graduates have the skills, knowledge, and purpose to make a positive contribution to their families, to their communities, and to the world. Chancellor, I'm proud to present to you the graduates from the Faculty of Business and Economics whom you've admitted to degrees. Chancellor, I present to you the graduates from the Faculty of Business and Economics whom you have admitted to degrees. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Actuarial Studies with the Bachelor of Science. Alexander Lee Keywood. Chiron Lun, who has been awarded the Macquarie University Award for Academic Excellence. Rui Kang Ma. Lachlan Dominic O'Hare, who has been awarded the Macquarie University Award for Academic Excellence. Changong Stefan Schön. Nicola Elizabeth Dyer Smith. Man Tik Tang. Liren Teo. Yarleen Vijayakula Singham. Jiachi Wu. Jason Tin Hang Yip. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Applied Finance with the Bachelor of Actuarial Studies. Satwik Acharya. Kevin Dinhan Bui. Daniel Jiawang Chu. Junbang Chong. Elias John George Curry. Christopher Goldie. Christopher John Gray. Danny Yuan Yi Guo. John Jang Quen Kim. Yi Jian Liu. Han Tao Lin. Yang Ling. Ante Pavlovich. Johnny Peng. Brendan Aaron Joseph Saverimutu. Anthony Shakan Lepaure. Lorinda Sebaratnam. Giacomo Tarantolo. Shubham Varshni. Ke Yao Wang. Kevin Shu. William Yates, who has been awarded the Macquarie University Award for Academic Excellence. Bernard Yu. Chuck On Joe. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Applied Finance with the Bachelor of Commerce Professional Accounting, Salima Akbar. Nicholas Aman. Josh Audi Benitez. Mary Tu Kao. Yungnan Chu. Wu Jing Chung. Jordan Luke Sindel Ellis. Adrian Foon. Andrew Gosson. Samantha Hancocks. Zeman Mariana Howe. Ravina Hundal. Timothy Jabindran Karunai Kumar. Takashi Michael Kato. Younghwan John Kim. Boy Ko. Cindy Lay. Timothy Manwaring. Gerard Alexander Melchior. Devendran Moodley. Jeanette Louisa Mary Muir. Mayan Nguyen. Feng Gop Huang Nguyen. Tan Dung Nguyen. Yue Chiu. Angus Christopher Ryan. David Murray Thompson. Alexandra Elaine Volters. Nuojo Zhang. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Applied Finance with the Bachelor of Economics. Nathan Crooks. Ankur Day. Thomas Murray Pryor. Liam Thompson. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Actuarial Studies. Xiaojun Bien. Jonathan Chang. Alinaswe Chizinga has been awarded the Macquarie University Award for Academic Excellence. Bill Chunendi. Shi Jiading. Sarah Jane Mary El-Takchi. Jenwei Jennifer Huang. Runjia Huang. Yuqing Li. Zachary Reginald Marshall Meyer. Hiolei Jung Nguyen, who has been awarded the Macquarie University Award for Academic Excellence. Yijing Su. Bo Sun. King Ching Tong. Tu Hung Drin. Yu Chern Wan. Zhe Yuan Wen. Ming Zhao. Ocean Zhao. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Applied Finance. Abdullah Wajdi Al-Jifri. Xin Ao. Ho Ming Chan. Yuen Tung Chan. Chao Chen. Man Tin Chen. Ming Xia Chen. Wen Chen. Xinjiang Chen. Yufeng Chen. Ho Yan Cheng. Matthew Robert Crawford. Ritvik Dahia. Rommel Bimal Desai. Zhe Yufeng. Shulin Gao. Daniel George. Junjie Guo. Tanya Ann Higgins. Xinyi Vivian Ho. Gushu Huang. Mei Ting Huang. Yuan Q Kai. Gudrun Elizabeth Ormerod Kitsos. Zhe Kung. Tivakaran Krishna Nathan. Anna Lau. Jiayu Liang. Jiayu Liu. Juan Yu Liu. Zhihua Lo. Ningma. Rohan Matthew. Ryan Paul Morgan. Zhang Feng Ui. Daniel Osthausen. Asad Rizvi. Neil Sahai. Francois Sayer. Li Ying Si. Nicholas Stotts. Eugene Jiajing Tan. Calvin Tan. Hao Tung Tang. Sir Xian Tang, who has been awarded the Macquarie University Award for Academic Excellence. Fauzan Ahmed Tariq. Jiarong Tong. Mitchell Van Asten. Santiago Vasquez Sanchez. Jung Dong Vu Jan. Daixin Wang. Dongfang Wang. Han Fei Wang. Xin Han Wang. Ru Jing Wang. Wen Wang. Jiang Shu Zhang. Wen Jin Shu. Jung Yi Shu. Yung Yung. Jun Bing Yung. Sulik Young. Jun Zhong Yu. Bo Hao Zhong. Yi Yu Zhong. Chu Ya Zhang. Jian Yu Zhang. Qian Zhang. Shi Hao Zhang. Yi Ching Zhang. Dao Wei Zhao. Han Qing Zhao. Shi Wei Zhao. Yao Zhong. Chancellor, that completes this afternoon's presentation of the graduates from the Faculty of Business and Economics.
Chancellor, I call on Mr. Lachlan O'Hare, who has graduated today with a Bachelor of Actuarial Studies with the degree of Bachelor of Science, to speak on behalf of the graduating group. Mr. O'Hare.
Chancellor, members of the university, fellow graduates and guests. It is an honour to speak on behalf of my fellow graduates from the Faculty of Business and Economics today on this special occasion. It is an even greater honour to be here alongside my fellow graduates, to be recognised for our hard work and perseverance. Indeed, it is only fitting today that we talk about recognition, recognising the accomplishment we have made, yes, but also recognising the path and the people which have brought us here today. Even if that also means recognising an end to those extended university holidays we've enjoyed so much so far. It is in this spirit of recognition that I would like to firstly acknowledge the hard work, dedication and passion of all the staff of Macquarie University. To the lecturers, tutors and all teaching staff, thank you for sharing part of your passion and knowledge with us. We have all benefited greatly from your expertise. Thank you also to all the other staff of the university, without whom there could be no teaching, no learning, no university at all. I must also extend my most sincere gratitude to all the family, friends, and all the individuals in our lives who have supported us on our journey here. Today, we also recognise the crucial role that you have played and will continue to play in helping us to succeed at that which we set our minds to. And for the times where we may have been a little trying to be around, such as during exams or leading up to exams, all throughout semester really, please accept our apology. I hope that seeing that effort pay off here today is at least some reward for your patience. I also recognise far more of the faces here today than I would have expected 4 years ago. This highlights to me the community which exists within our cohort. Accordingly, I would also like to take the chance to thank my peers for supporting each other over the years. Without having you all to work together with, make friends with, and at times commiserate with, these last few years would have certainly been considerably more difficult and far less memorable. To you, I also offer congratulations. Congratulations for having the audacity to pursue this goal, for having the determination to see it through, and for having the diligence to be successful in those efforts. It is our imperative now to ensure that we extend these same traits to whatever comes next. Now, if there is one thing that university examinations have taught me well, it's the importance of sticking within time limits. Although, typically those were of the order of 3 hours rather than 3 minutes, but I digress. So I will conclude by simply saying 3 short things. Thank you, good luck, and congratulations.
Well done, Lachlan, and congratulations on your 2 degrees, the Bachelor of Actuarial Studies with a degree of Bachelor of Science. And the point you make about forming a community of your peers here at Macquarie is a very good one, and it's worthwhile remembering. And you should all make sure that you maintain that community throughout your lives, because it will stand you in very, very good stead if you do. So well done. I think Lachlan deserves another great round of applause. Well, now, that wasn't too bad, was it? That glorious voice, ladies and gentlemen, belongs to Angela Brewer. And we're really very fortunate here at Macquarie University that Angela sings at most of our graduations. But occasionally she can't make it. Angela actually lives on the Central Coast. And every morning when I come here during the graduation sessions, I tune in to get the traffic reports because I'm always terrified that there's going to be a hold-up on the road from Gosford. And the problem with that is if Angela can't get here, I do the singing. So you're very fortunate that you heard Angela sing today. I think she deserves another great round of applause. And so too do our fabulous musicians. Over there we have Dr. James Forsyth on the trumpet. Yeah, no, that's you. Yeah, you're the one. Yeah. Oh. Sorry, on the organ. What am I talking about? And Melanie McLaughlin on the trumpet. I got it right that time. And sitting next to James and Melanie are some of our alumni volunteers, and there's also some over here. And we're always very grateful to them because they volunteer their time to come along and make sure that your graduation ceremony goes smoothly. So I'm sure you'd like to thank them. And then sitting behind me are representatives of our academic community who, of course, have been absolutely essential during your journey here at Macquarie University. And I'm sure you'd like to put your hands together for them as well. Well, graduates, this ceremony marks the end of one stage in your relationship with Macquarie University. But it is certainly not the end of your association with Macquarie. From today on, for the rest of your lives, you are part of the bigger Macquarie family, which is our alumni, and part of the network of over 100 and 84,000 Macquarie alumni spanning the globe. We'll keep in touch with you through our alumni program, which is focused on lifelong learning, lifelong support and lifelong connections. Our commitment to you is to help you keep in touch and engaged with Macquarie throughout your life. And graduates, please do make sure to come back to Macquarie, either to undertake more study or attend alumni events, use our aquatic and fitness facilities, or if you like, just take a stroll through our lovely campus or enjoy a picnic down by the lake. Well, now graduates, the award of a university degree carries many opportunities and privileges, but like all privileges, it also carries responsibilities. Believe it or not, you, each and every one of you, can change the world. And you don't have to be a Nobel Prize winner either to do it, because almost everything you do, in your homes, in your workplaces, and in your communities, matters and can make a huge difference. The consequences of every effort, every action, large or small, can reverberate throughout society, through the decades, indeed the centuries. Even something as simple as a kind word or a kind gesture can often be the spark that ignites a great life or a great career or a great achievement. So as Chancellor of Macquarie University, I charge you to use what you have learned, not only for your own benefit, but also for the benefit of the world we live in. I charge you to use the skills and knowledge you have acquired with rigour and integrity, and to commit yourselves to a program of lifelong learning and inquiry. I charge you to recognise the worth and dignity of all people, particularly those who've not had the opportunities that you've enjoyed. I charge you to set high goals and to continue the hard work that has brought you so far. I charge you, wherever you go, go with all your heart. And in all you do, I charge you to uphold the good name of Macquarie University. Now, graduates, I hope also that you'll always remember the people who've helped you along the way, many of whom, of course, are here with you today. So to acknowledge their contribution and thank them for it, I'm now going to ask you to do a couple of things. Graduates, would you now please stand? Now I'd like you to put your degrees on the seats behind you so that your hands are free. And now I'd like you to turn to face your families and friends. And now I invite you to give them a mighty round of applause. Well, graduates, you can turn around now, but don't sit down because we'll be leaving in just a few seconds. Well, ladies and gentlemen, shortly I will lead the official party out through the centre aisle, and we will be followed by all of the graduates. And then I would invite all of you to join the procession through the centre aisle, down through the grounds, down to the Macquarie, where I hope you will all stay and enjoy some light refreshments with us. We even have refreshments for the children, which include fairy floss and ice creams, and they're not just for the children either. I now would invite all of you to please stand, and please remain standing until the last graduate has processed out. Well, graduates, I wish you the very best for the future. And in the words of the old Irish blessing, may the road rise up to meet you. May the wind always be at your back. May the sun shine warm upon your face and rains fall soft upon your fields. And until we meet again, may God hold you in the palm of his hand. Graduates, good luck.
you.